Alright, let us begin everyone with Al-Isti'adha and Basmalah together. 1, 2, 3. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Basmalah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Alright, Surah At-Tin ayat number 1. Please listen. والتين والزيتون. Hold on. Listen. والتين والزيتون. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath. والتين والزيتون. One more time. 1, 2, 3. والتين والزيتون. Ayat number 2. وطور سينين. 1, 2, 3. وطور سينين. Pause. Listen. وطور سينين. 1, 2, 3. وطور سينين. One more time. 1, 2, 3. وطور سينين. Next. وهذا البلد الأمين. 1, 2, 3. وهذا البلد الأمين. Listen. وهذا البلد الأمين. 1, 2, 3. وهذا البلد الأمين. Next. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم. Hold on. Listen. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم. One more time. 1, 2, 3. لقد خلقنا تقويم. Next. ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين. Let's try. 1, 2, 3. ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين. Hold on. Listen. ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين. 1, 2, 3. ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين. Again. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath. ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين. Next ayah. Listen. إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات. وقف. Put an indication there that you are allowed to have a full stop after the word صالحات. Listen. إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات. 1, 2, 3. When you walk off, take a new deep breath. Straight away continue. Listen. فلهم أجر غير ممنون. Hold on. Listen. فلهم أجر غير ممنون. 1, 2, 3. فلهم أجر غير ممنون. Again. 1, 2, 3. فلهم أجر غير ممنون. Next ayah. فما يكذبك بعد بالدين. Pause. Listen. فما يكذبك بعد بالدين. 1, 2, 3. Together. فما يكذبك بعد بالدين. Next ayah. أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. Hold on. Listen. أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. 1, 2, 3. أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. Let's go back to the top right now. Let's go back to ayat number 1 and let's do hukum extraction, and then we'll go through the explanation of the recitation of this surah. Alright, so the hukum for ayat number 1 are alif lam ta, alif lam shamsiyah, alif lam zai, alif lam shamsiyah, and when waqaf, mad arid li sukun, because the nun kasrah, because of waqaf, will temporarily become a sukun. Before it there's a waw madda, before waw madda there's a dhamma. So for ayat number 2, the hukum are ra kasrah, tarqiq, and mad arid li sukun. When waqaf, last tashkil temporarily becomes a sukun. Before it there's a ya madda, before ya madda there's a kasrah. Alright, let's continue. Next ayah. So now for ayat number 3, again the hukum are alif lam ba, alif lam qamariyah, alif lam mim, alif lam qamariyah, and ending with mad arid li sukun. Because of waqaf, nun kasrah becomes a sukun. Before it there's a ya madda, before ya madda there's a kasrah. So this is for the hukum for ayat number 3. Now let's go back and do recitation now for the first ayat, first 3 ayat. Let's read again. 1, 2, 3. والتين والزيتون. Alright, so first, wati. Hold the ta shadda depending on the pacing of our recitation. And then you have another alif lam shamsiyah here. There's a shadda emphasis for the zai. How long you hold the ta shadda, that is how long you need to drag that z. Wazzai, wattini wazzai. Make sure that you do not go out of tempo. This is one of the common mistake. Wattini wazaitun. Too fast. You are dragging the zai shadda, but not enough, because you have this first ta shadda that you hold it a little bit longer, and we are always reading in a slower pace of recitation, so everything will tend to be holding, dragging a little bit longer. And then at the ending we have mad arid li sukun. How long are you allowed to prolong for mad arid li sukun, everyone? 2 harakah only? 4, 4, 5, 4 or 5 harakah or 6 harakah? Hey, which one ni? Everyone say all the harakah. 2, 4, 5, 6. Is it correct? Everything can? Okay, 2, 4 or 5. Says Aisha, say 4 or 5. Okay, let's ask. Okay, wait. Says Nurdiana, how long can you prolong? 2, 4, 6. Yes. 4 or 5 only reserved for the reasoning of Hamzah. Mad muttasil, mad munfasil, mad sila tawila. Mad arid li sukun 2, 4, 6. Easy. Same, mad lin also 2, 4, 6. So for this case here, everyone, you are allowed to prolong for either 2, 4 or 6 harakah. You have to establish it at the beginning. So for us, I want to read for 4 harakah. So because the first ayat 4 harakah, all the mad arid li sukun for the whole surah, if the whole surah has mad arid li sukun at the ending, must maintain 4 harakah. So this is why it is important for us to extract hukum first before we recite a surah, so that we can stay consistent for every hukum. Alright, so for now we take 4 harakah. Next ayat, make sure that we maintain 4 harakah. How do we make sure that we maintain harakah? Count your harakah. Alright, okay, next ayah. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so first, to is heavy, everyone. Make sure to with a dhamma is sounds maintain that heaviness. To, and then prolong. But after that to heavy, we have a lighten ra tarqiq. Re, flatten the tongue, rattle a bit. Si, let's smile all the way. Be very careful with that transition of to heavy going to the light of huruf ra tarqiq. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Next ayah. 1, 2, 3. Together. Alright. What are the things to take note for ayat number 3? Firstly is huruf dhal. Stick out your tongue. Wahadhal dha. Minimal buzzing sound. But after that, you are going to the lam sukun. Please also be careful not to accidentally produce an echo. What do I mean by that? Hadhal baladil. Prematurely let go of your tongue. Too quickly that you let go of your tongue, that l come out. Hold it up there for a while. وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْأَمِينَ. Make sure that the lam don't let go too quickly, or else the l will come out. So please be careful. Let's try again, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So final question? Okay, good. Next ayah. Okay, everyone. So, the first part of the combination. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ. Everyone try that. 1, 2, 3. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ. Alright, first I want to remind everyone. لَقَدْ قَلْقَلَ كُبْرَى. Let it go loud. Let it be very obvious. I don't want all of you to read لَقَدْ. It's not a قَلْقَلَ. لَقَدْ. Let it go. Very obvious. خَلَقْنَا. Let it be smooth, but still very obvious. That qaf. Not خَلَقْنَا. Example. Nothing come out. Too soft. Let it go. خَلَقْنَا. But this combination, everyone have to be very careful with your gesture. Kha is heavy. Kha. La. Light. Qa. Heavy. Na. Light. خلقنا. So make sure that your gesture, you cannot just relax. خلقنا الخلا. Don't la. La. Open. Lighten it for the la. Nal insa. We know this ikhfa. But because it's a nun sukun mixed with sin, while making the ng like sound, already prepare smiling. Insana. Cannot do this. Insa. First, too heavy for ikhfa, going to sin, and especially for huruf sin itself. So cannot. Need to open up a bit more, everyone. Let's try that first. 1, 2, 3. لقد خلقنا الإنسان. Alright, so that's the first part. Next. في أحسن تقويم. Again, for the hukum, for this ayat, we have dal sukun at the end of a word, qalqala kubra, and then qaf sukun in middle of a word, qalqala sughra, alif lam mixed with hamza, alif lam qamariya, nun sukun mixed with sin, ikhfa, mad munfasil, ya madda mixed with a hamza, separated, and then qaf sukun in the middle of a word, qalqala sughra, and ending with mad arid lissukun. Because of waqaf, kasratain becomes a sukun, and then before it there's a ya madda, before ya madda there's a kasrah. Alright, now the second part of the recitation. Fi fi for harakah, make sure that all of you count. But after that, ha need to project that airy sound. And everyone, you have to remember to take a deep breath for this ayah. Put a reminder if needed, because you need a lot of breath, especially after the 4 harakah of mad munfasil. You have to still project that ahsani taqwim. Lighten sin, lighten nun, light kaf, and then qaf a little bit heavier. Taqwim, and smile all the way until the end. Fi. Everyone try. 1, 2, 3. Fi ahsani taqwim. Yes, good. Alright. When you are doing your practice for this ayat, I would highly encourage all of you to break it into 2 parts. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ. Familiarize yourself with the first part, and then فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيم part 2. Once you are more familiar with the part 1 and part 2, then you start to combine the ayat in your recitation. Understand? So try your very best. Not, if you can, read and you at one go and keep on making mistakes. Keep on repeating the same mistake again and again because it is too long. It's okay. Break it into 2 parts. Familiarize yourself part 1. Repeat only the part 1 many times. And then repeat the part 2 many times. Then slowly start to combine them together. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. Alright. So it's okay if right now, tonight, you are not able to reach yet. Keep on practicing. Familiarize yourself with the understanding of the combination of the ayat. Inshallah can. Alright, now let's proceed. Ayat number 5. So, for the hukum of ayat number 5, we have wajibul gunna, mim shadda, ra fatha tafkhim, dal sukun in the middle of a word, qalqala sughra, and then at the ending, because of waqaf, nun fatha becomes a temporary sukun. Before it there's a ya madda. Before ya madda there's a kasrah. Alright, now recitation. Listen. Thumma. First, we have that mim shadda that we must make sure that we drag. How long do we drag the thumma? Try to estimate how you drag your insana. The previous ayat, your ikhfa, same gunna as thumma. Try to get them as close as possible. ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَاهُ. Again, make sure that your dal is obvious, flowy. رَدَدْنَاهُ أَسْفَلَ. Smile. سَافِلِينَ. Also smile until the end. أَسْفَلَ سَافِلِينَ. All light from the word asfala until at the ending. Everyone, let's try. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath. ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين. One more time. Again, raw, make sure that it is heavy. I want to remind everyone, especially those who tend to produce a little bit of rattling, avoid that rattling, curl the tongue. ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَاهُ رَدَدْنَا. Take note. 1, 2, 3. ثُمَّ رددناه أسفل سافلين. Alright. Now let's continue. Let me explain again for the recitation of the first part for ayat number 6. So the hukum are mad badal, hamzah fathah, followed by an alif, alif lam sad, alif lam shamsiyah, and then if waqaf. Because of waqaf, the ta kasrah temporarily becomes a sukun. Before it there's an alif madda. Before alif madda there's a fatha. So the first part, illa alladhina, illa. How you drag that lam shadda is exactly as how you drag the ta shadda and the zai shadda in ayat number 1. Wattini illa alladhina. So the drag, try to get them. I'm not asking for 100% exactly the same, but make sure that you are not getting faster. Out of sudden, illa alladhina, illa alladhina. Too fast. Tempo, okay, need to take note also. Illa alladhina, ladhi, dhal. Again, for all of you to maintain like ayat number 3. Wahadhal. Amanu. Relax on the hamzah. Wa'amilu. Stress your ain. وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. You have your sword, heavy, lam light, and then airy sound of huruf ha. And prolong for 4 harakah when waqaf. Let's try. Everyone. 1, 2, 3. إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات. The hukum here we have mim sukun mixed with hamza, idhar shafawi, jim sukun in the middle of a word, qalqala sughra, ra dhammatain tafkhim, dhammatain mixed with ghain, idhar, ra dhamma tafkhim, mim sukun mixed with noon, idhar shafawi, and ending with mad arid li sukun because of waqaf, kasratain becomes a sukun, before it there's a waw madda, before waw madda there's a dhamma. Alright, okay, so everyone, listen to the recitation for this last part. Very crucial, very important. فَلَهُمْ أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ مَمْنُونٍ. Okay, first, فَلَهُمْ. Make sure you don't drag them in فَلَهُمْ أَجْرٌ, because this is an idhar shafawi. أَجْرٌ ra tafkhim, no rattling, and at the same time this is also another idhar. Don't drag that ra into the ghain. أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ مَمْنُونٍ. Most important part, you have to be careful. Again, don't accidentally drag mamnoon. Again, because it's idhar shafawi. So take note of these transitions. فَلَهُمْ أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ مَمْنُونٍ. Let's try. 1, 2, 3. فَلَهُمْ أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ مَمْنُونٍ. One more time. 1, 2, 3. فَلَهُمْ أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ مَمْنُونٍ. Alright, so slow down. Slow down and you are able to feel all the transition is being read clearly, properly. Alright, so please be careful, everyone. So the ayat number 7, the hukum are, there's only 2, alif lam dal, alif lam shamsiyah or idgham shamsi, and ending with mad arid li sukun. Because of waqaf, nun kasra becomes a sukun, before it there's a ya madda, before ya madda there's a kasrah. Alright, everyone, recitation. فَمَا يُكَذِّبُكَ. Let's try that first. 1, 2, 3. فَمَا يُكَذِّبُكَ. Okay, first, فَمَا, relax. يُكَ, relax on the calf. But after that, straight away stick out your tongue and drag it. كَذِّب. Make sure again, minimal buzzing sound. Buka, again relax for huruf kaf. This is very important, everyone. We don't want accidentally ka become ka too deep. Alright, so sometimes can have this mistake also, so take note. Ba'du, always stress your ain. Ba'du bidin. Relax with the pronunciation of a dal at the ending. Let's try. Deep breath, everyone. 1, 2, 3. فَمَا يُكَذِّبُكَ بَعْدُ بِالدِّينِ. Alright, the last ayah for the hukum, we have kalima Allah. Before it there's a fatha, tafkhim. And we have alif lam qamariya, alif lam ha. and ending with mad arid lisukun. So because we waqaf, last tashkil becomes sukun. Before it there's a ya madda. Before ya madda there's a kasrah. Alright, for recitation. Alaysa. Sa. All the way smile. Alaysa. But after that, transit to tafkhim kalima Allah. Alaysa Allahu. Alaysa. Straight away serious face already. Sallahu, drop the jaw. Law is the one that makes it heavy, is all about the tongue, thickening the tongue. Alaysa Allahu. Everyone try that. 1, 2, 3. Alaysa Allahu. Very good. Now, after that, everything need to be lightened. Bi ahkamil ha. We have 2 ha there. One is a ha sukun. Bi ah. You can hear the airy sound. Yeah. Bi ahkamil ha. Also another airy sound. And then lighten the kaf. Kamil Hakimin. Gentle with the pronunciation of the both kaf. We try from bi ahkami. 1, 2, 3. Bi ahkamil hakimin. Alaysa. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath. Alaysa Allahu bi ahkamil hakimin. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Alaysa Allahu bi ahkamil hakimin. صدق الله العظيم.